And I have a little incense burning in the background. Why not? We begin this class at the back of the mat in extended child's pose. So with knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching behind you. Sit back onto your heels. This is how I get into it. And bow in between your legs if you can. If it is too much, the beginning of the practice, by all means, stay seated on your heels in this straddle pose. But if you can, I invite you to bow in between your legs, reaching the arms forward. I like to slide forward, slide my hands forward and lower down gradually, resting the forehead, the third eye onto the earth. Begin to surrender and find your breath. And hear that again. Find your breath. Which means pay attention to where your breath is moving right now. And once you found it, it might be just a little, a little whisper, or it might be really labored. It doesn't matter. Avoid the storytelling about the breath and just focus on the breath. So whether it might be shallow, it might be fast, it doesn't matter. For the grounding portion of this class, I'd love for you to visualize that your breath is a gate and you are the gatekeeper. And so as the gatekeeper, you're simply watching the gate open and close as you breathe in and out. As you breathe in, the gate opens. As you breathe out, the gate closes. And so the gatekeeper doesn't judge the gate, it simply watches it. Continue with this breathwork and visualization for 10 more breaths. 2 more breaths like that. Watching the gate open and close. And as you're ready, draw the hands towards you. Come upright with your torso, parallel your knees, and come onto all fours first. Lower onto your forearms, drawing a number 11 with your forearms. So you're onto your knees and forearms. We move through cat-cow stretches from this position. With the toes tucked under, we take 6 rounds. Inhale as you arch, and you'll notice that this is a much smaller movement. Exhale as you round. Continue 5 more with your own breath pattern, finding your own unique rhythm. Yeah, we all breathe at different ratios. So synchronize your movement with the unique pattern of your breath. Let that be your guide. Two more. Arching and rounding. Cat-cow stretches onto the forearms. Last one. Next time you arch, stay here in this cow variation. Take 2 more breaths as you arch in stillness. Round now, chin to chest. Cat your spine and take 3 breaths in this position. Breathing in between your shoulder blades. The space that you're creating there, like giant gills at your back, on your back, breathing through these gills. Great. Come back into a neutral spine and come onto all fours now, hands and knees. Lift your right knee up with the right leg bent and kick your right foot towards the sky on an inhale as you arch, crunching tiger, look up. Exhale, knee to forehead, round. 4 more like that. Keep the right leg energized and the core muscles engaged. 30% of your muscle capacity, yeah? So it's not a clench. Continue. 3 more. Two more. Kicking as you arch, bringing the knee to the forehead as you round. Next time your right foot is up, keep it there. Straighten your right leg, balancing tiger. Level out the hips. Yeah, your right hip will want to lift up. Level out both hips. Push through the right heel, spread the right toes so the right leg is energized and is only at the height of the glute. Reach your left arm forward towards the front of the mat. For balancing tiger, if it is too much, keep the left hand down. No problem. If you can, reach the left arm forward, right leg back. 1 more breath here in balancing tiger. Look straight forward and draw the belly to the spine. Bend your right foot, option to catch hold of the top of the right foot with the left hand for half bow pose. Kicking the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot as you arch a little bit more. Stay looking straight forward. The tendency here is to look back to the left. Don't do that. Stay facing forward. Kick the foot into the hand into the foot. Re-extend. Left arm forward, the right leg back. Release the left hand down. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. From here we move through low lunge as you arch and lunge deeper into your right knee, and press back half split pose variation coming onto your right heel. Continue lunging and straightening. 3 more. Lunge into your right foot, frame your right foot, lift your back knee up, step back, downward facing dog, lengthen, stretch it out, a couple of breaths, and come back down into all fours as we move to the other side. Kick your left foot towards the sky with the left leg bent as you arch. Exhale, knee to forehead round. 5 more on your own. Three more. Two more. Next time you kick your left foot up, keep it there, straighten your left leg, dial the toes straight down, push through that left heel and spread the toes. This will energize the left leg. This could be enough if you want a bit more juice. Reach and extend your right arm forward in line with your right ear, and the thumb is pointing straight up. Breathe. Rebend your left leg, perhaps catching hold of the top of the left foot with your right hand for half bow pose. If you got the bind, kick the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot, and arch in your upper back. 3 breaths. Last one. Re-extend left leg, right arm. Release the right hand down, step the left foot in between your hands. Here we go with those lunges. Inhale as you lunge into your left knee. Exhale, straighten your left leg, come onto your left heel. Half split pose variation. Keep it going. Lunging and straightening. 3 more. Last one. Lunge into your left knee, left leg, frame your left foot, lift your back knee up, step back, downward facing dog. Let's take a quick vinyasa here, your chosen vinyasa. So it can be plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or it can be plank, knees, chest and shin. With me, Ashtangasana. Toes are tucked under. Take your time. Cobra, releasing everything to the earth. Reaching your chest forward and up. Lower. Go through bent knees. Back into downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Lengthen, pose, feel, and refuel. Now you've heard enough times yoga teachers saying that downward dog is a rest pose. It is, believe it or not. So downward dog is a rest pose, and it's a refueling pose. This is where you fill up your tank with breath. So take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, how can I distribute my prana, my life force energy that we take in primarily through the breath? How can I distribute that more evenly in the way I breathe? 2 more breaths here. Stay connected to the breath. Walk your hands to your feet little by little. Keep your feet at distance. Interlace the fingers behind you. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhalation, Uttanasana with chest expansion, reaching the bound hands overhead or in that direction. Knees can stay soft, belly in and up. 3 breaths here. It's Friday, an opportunity to empty the contents of your head, making space for the weekend. Visualization is a very powerful tool. So as you stand here upside down, visualize anything that you don't want to take into the weekend, pouring down and out of your head. Release the interlace. Listen up. Bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Place your left hand under your shoulders. Yeah, roughly in between the 2 shoulders in front of you for Parsva Uttanasana. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Inhale, lengthen your torso towards the front of the mat. Exhale, twist to the right. Option to lift the right arm up as well and deepen the twist. And draw the right arm towards the front of the mat. It's always further back than we think. Move the chin away from the chest. Breathe. And release the right hand down. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Inhale to lengthen your torso forward. Exhale to twist your left shoulder towards the sky. Maybe lifting the left arm too. See how it goes. Breathe. In this Parsva Uttanasana. And release. And now listen up. Bend both knees. Place your left hand onto your left hip, right hand onto the right knee. Both knees are bent. Look straight forward. Relax your shoulders down and engage the core. Take a deep breath in and start to come into standing, bringing your right knee into the chest. Hug it in. And firm up your standing leg. Take a drishti, a focal point, something for balance, not on the floor, please. And then maybe grab toe lock, wrapping the index and middle finger, right index and middle finger around the right big toe. Don't lose your focal point. Left hand onto the left hip. This could be enough. Perhaps you want to explore extending the right leg out in front of you. Perhaps you want to explore extending the right leg out to the right. Embrace the wobble, very much part of the process. Perhaps reaching and extending the left arm out to the left. Perhaps not. Come back to center. Release the toe lock. Release the right foot down and shimmy and shake. Super important, the shimmy and shaking. Feet hip distance. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. And remember, this is a fun flow, so celebrate your body tempo. Fold forward, grab toe lock. Let's get into it from a different point, entry point. So in this forward fold, grab toe lock, left index and middle finger around the left big toe, right hand onto the right hip, bend both knees and start to look forward, sticking your butt out, yeah? Belly in and up. Begin to connect to your drishti, your focal point, which is going to move as you come into standing, yeah? But keep the eyes on one spot. That will really help with balance. And here we go. Bend both knees and come into standing, bringing the left foot, left leg with you. Take some time to get stable and make sure that you're breathing. This could be enough, you guys. You can stay here, holding the left knee and maybe opening the left knee out to the left, or you can have a little play, grabbing toe lock, straightening the left leg out in front of you, opening the left leg out to the left, maybe reaching the right arm out to the right, come back to center, release, rebend the left leg, release left foot down, and shimmy and shake. Shimmy and shake, and we are ready for a fun flow. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Join your prayer. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward and down. Inhale into a halfway lift at the back of the mat. Exhale, walk it up, downward facing dog. Stretch, lengthen, and breathe for 3 breaths. Last one. And when you finish your 3rd breath, walk your feet to your hands. Once you get there, stay into this forward fold. Inhale, come into standing, reaching the arms out and up. Join your prayer and lengthen. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Let's take a sacred pose here. Standing at the front of the mat with feet hip distance. Recommitting to that drishti, the focal point. Bend your knees, touch the earth with your fingertips, so that literally brush the fingertips to the earth. Bend the knees, sit back, lift the arms up. You're in chair. Very uncomfortable chair, admittedly, but still a chair. Relax the shoulders down and zip up the belly. From here, step your left leg back, spin your left foot at 45-degree angle, Parasvattanasana legs, straighten the right leg, bow forward and down over your right leg, Parasvattanasana, pyramid pose. Spin your left heel up, right? Listen up. So moving slowly the first round. Draw the right leg up and back. You're in 3-legged dog with the right leg up. Breathe and lengthen. Step through with the right leg. Keep your back knee lifted and come upright with your torso, reaching the arms out and up. You're in high lunge. Recommit to that drishti. Back heel is lifted. Listen up. Do a quarter turn to the left. Spin your back foot flat. Straighten your right leg, coming onto your right heel. Bend into your left knee. Reach the arms in opposite direction. Both of them. Left arm up, left hand up, right arm down. You're spreading the wings here. Okay, and this is, we'll call this Skandasana variation. Remember this pose. From here, spin your right foot down, turn your heels in, toes out. You're in goddess, hands in prayer. In front of the heart, squat down. I know, this is pretty intense. Straighten the legs, spin your back foot flat, that's your left foot, turn your right foot forward. Yeah, bend into your right knee, warrior 2. Arms are in a T. You're having fun, you guys. Take another deep breath in, bring your right hand inside your right foot, if you can, or modify by bringing the right forearm onto your right thigh, if you can. Right hand inside the right foot, left arm alongside the left ear for side angle, Parsvakonasana, back leg. It's your left leg is super, super straight. Release your left hand down. Lift your left heel up, so pivot on your left toes. Open twist to the right. Reach your right hand, right arm towards the sky. Twist to the right. Release the right hand down. Look forward. Bring your left knee down, untuck your toes, sit back onto your left heel, straightening your right leg and bow over your right leg, saying high onto the fingertips, a variation of hero, half hero pose. Come back up, rebend into your right knee, lift your back knee up, that's your left knee, spin your left foot flat. Left arm carries you up, you're back into warrior two. Take some time here. Spin your right palm up. Reach forward. Reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Peaceful warrior. Don't lose the bend into the right knee. From here, take all this space that you created and place your right hand in front of your right foot. We're going into half moon pose. Step onto your right leg. Left arm, there's a full circle in front of your face, goes back up together with the left leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Perhaps floating the right hand for a moment. Maybe. Make sure you're breathing. Maybe. Release everything down. Right hand down, left hand down. Step back. Listen up. Bring the right knee into the chest. Re-extend your right leg. You're in three-legged plank. Lower. Slowly. Untuck the left toes. Press everything down for cobra. Reach your chest forward and up. Lower. Go to bent knees. Back into downward facing dog. We're not going to stay here long, you guys. Inhale, right leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Come upright with your torso, you're in a high lunge. Arms reach out and up. Recommit to that drishti. Make sure you're breathing and smiling. Look forward. Step your left leg next to the right. Bend both knees. You're back into chair. Starting position. Straighten the legs. Release the arms. Hands in prayer. Pose. And feel. That was just one side, you guys. We'll see how many of you are left by the end of this fun flow. You try and do this while stalking through it. Yeah, and then you'll feel a lot better. So allow the breath to normalize. Allow the heart rate to normalize. Allow yourself to metabolize and process all the twists and the turns as we prepare to go through it. One more time on the left side, and if there is time, we'll do it again. If not, there's always FunFlow too. But for now, take some time here. Back at the front of the mat, feet hip distance, perhaps a little bit quicker, you guys. Pay attention, stay focused. Bend the knees, touch the earth, inhale, reach the arms forward and up, you're in chair. Belly in and up. Step your right leg back, spin your right foot at a 45-degree angle, both legs straight and fold forward and down, Parasvatanasana. Spin your right heel up, step your left leg back, three-legged dog. Step through with the left leg, high lunge. Come upright with your torso, arms reach out and up. Now we got that funny variation of Skandasana. Do a quarter turn to the right this time. Spin your right foot flat, bend into your right knee, straighten your left leg, reach the arms in opposite directions. Left arm up, left hand down, right arm up, spreading the wings in opposite directions, coming onto the left heel. Come upright, turn your heels in, toes out, hands in prayer, you're in goddess. Spin your left toes forward, spin your right foot flat, bend into your left knee, you're in warrior two. Place your left hand inside your left foot or left forearm onto the left thigh for Parsvakonasana, side angle, right arm alongside the right ear. Release the right hand down. Frame your left foot, spin your right heel up, bring your right knee down, untuck your right toes, sit back onto your right heel, straightening the left leg, reaching the arms forward, half hero pose variation bow. Bend into your left knee. Lift your right knee, spin your right foot flat, right arm carries you up, you're back into warrior two, onto the left side. Spin your left palm up, reach forward, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Take all this space, bring your left hand down in front of your left foot. Step onto your left leg, lift your right leg, your right arm does a full circle in front of your face and goes back up for half moon pose. Perhaps float the left hand. Release, ha. Step back. Hands down, left knee into chest, three-legged plank, three-legged chaturanga. Release the feet down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, come upright with your torso. You're back into high lunge. Take your drishti again. Step forward, bend both legs. You're back into chair. Straighten the legs, lower the arms, hands in prayer. Back to home base. Option to exhale out of the mouth, allow the breath and the heart rate to normalize. We'll go through the sequence one more time. Feet hip distance, get ready. Take your drishti. Bend the knees, touch the earth, reach the arms forward and up. You're in chair. Breathe, you guys. Step your left leg back, left foot 45-degree angle. Straighten both legs, bow forward and down. Pyramid pose, Parsvakonasana. Spin your left heel up, step your right leg back, three-legged dog. Step your right leg through, high lunge. Come upright with your torso, arms reach out and up. Funny variation of Skandasana. Do a quarter turn to the left. Spin your back foot flat. Bend into your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Reach the arms in opposite direction. Right hand down, left arm up. Spread your wings. Come upright with your torso. Turn the heels in, toes out. You're in goddess. Hands in prayer. Squat. Straighten both legs, spin your back foot flat and your right toes forward, bend into your right knee, you're in warrior two. Take another deep breath in and choose your variation of side angle, right hand down or right forearm to your right thigh, left arm alongside the left ear. Release the left hand down, spin your left heel up, open twist to the right, reach your right hand towards the sky. Release the right hand down. Bring your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Sit back onto your left heel. Straighten your right leg and bow, staying high onto the fingertips. Half hero pose variation. Step onto your right leg. Lift your back knee up. Spin your back foot flat. Left arm carries you up. You're back into warrior two. Spin your right palm up. Reach forward. Reach up and back. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Take all this space on the right side. Bring your right hand down in front of your right foot. And the left arm does a full circle and lifts back up together with the left leg for half moon pose. Maybe floating, maybe not. Release. left foot down, left hand down, right knee into chest, three-legged plank, three-legged chaturanga. Release everything down. Inhale into cobra, reach your chest forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, straight up and back. Exhale, step through. Inhale, come upright with your torso, high lunge. Recommit to the drishti. Step forward, keep both legs bent. You're back into chair, starting position. Straighten the legs, lower the arms. Samastitihi. Equal standing pose. 3 breaths. You can probably feel your heart rate elevated. I can actually hear and feel my heart beating. These are all signs of aliveness, you guys. And it is said that it is not as much happiness that we seek as this feeling of aliveness. Feeling the heart beating, the blood flowing, breath a little bit labored. It's all good. It means that everything is working fine. Great. One more time onto the left side. Get ready. I'll show you a different angle. Feet hip distance is always easier, especially for balance. Bend the knees, touch the earth, reach the arms forward and up, chair. Step your right leg back. Parsvottanasana, bow forward and down, both legs are straight. Spin your right heel up, a very important step. The left leg back, three-legged dog with the left leg up. Step through. Left leg for high lunge. Come upright, take your time. You're moving like a ninja. Breathe. Arms reach out and up. Funny variation of Skandasana. Do a quarter turn to the right. Spin your right foot flat. Bend into your right knee. Come onto your left heel. Straightening your left leg. Left hand down. Right arm up. Spread your wings. Funny variation of Skandasana. Sit back. Come upright with your torso. Turn the heels. Pin toes out. Hands in prayer, goddess. Turn the left toes forward. Spin the right foot flat. Bend into your left knee. You're in warrior 2. Choose your variation of Parsvakonasana. Left hand inside the left foot or left forearm on thigh. Right arm alongside the right ear. Release the right hand down. Spin your right heel up. Open twist. Easy twist to the left. Reaching the left arm towards the sky. Release the left hand down. Bring your right knee down. Untuck the toes. Sit back onto your right heel. Straightening the left leg. Half hero pose variation. Bow. Bend into your left knee. Spin. Lift your right heel up. Spin your right foot flat. Right arm carries you up. You're back into warrior 2. Take your time. Don't rush it. Spin your left palm up. Reach forward. Reach up and back for reverse warrior. Release the left hand down in front of the left foot. So I'm going to turn around so you guys can see this beautiful transition. So we're here. Left hand comes down in front of the left foot. You step onto the left leg and the right arm does a full circle in front of your face and takes you back up. It goes back up along with the right leg. Maybe floating, maybe not. Release. Release the right hand down. Step the right foot back. Bring the left knee into the chest. Straighten your left leg. You're in three-legged plank. Breathe. Three-legged chaturanga. Release the feet down. Inhale, reach forward and up for cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Before we drop the knees down and rest in child's pose. Last breath here. When you finished your third breath, drop the knees down, open the knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching, or tuck the toes. Sit back onto your heels and bow. If you prefer a different variation of child's pose or any other resting pose, please feel free. Letting go of what you could and couldn't do. Lower onto your belly and roll onto your back. Take some time there, neutralizing with a neutral spine. Straighten the left leg if it isn't already. Bring the right knee into the chest, hug it in. Interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhalation, straighten the right leg towards the sky. Variation of Padangusthasana. Done a lot of hamstring stuff and hip stuff. This allows the hamstrings to release, push the hands into the thigh and the thigh back into the hands, creating traction. And now rebend the right leg and bring the right knee towards the right armpit for half happy baby, holding the other right foot with the right hand and drawing the right sole of the foot towards the sky. Left leg can be bent with less intensity. And now everybody straighten the left leg if it's bent and listen up. Roll onto your left hip, left thigh, and hand your right foot to your left hand. Hand your right foot to your left hand. Not easy, especially for a foreigner to say this. Yeah? And from here, hold your outer right foot with your left hand. Roll all the way and see if you can straighten your right leg to your own degree. It doesn't have to be straight, high or pretty. It doesn't even have to touch the earth. If you have the bind, good. If you don't have the bind, no big deal. And come back to center and hand the right foot to the right hand and straighten the right leg out to the right, to your own degree. And back to the first side. Bring your right foot back to center, roll onto your left hip, and hand the right foot to the left hand and twist. Twist to the left. And this is called crazy happy baby. And come back to center, draw the right knee into the chest, and release. So the fun continues even in the yin portion of the class. Straighten your right leg, left knee into the chest, hug it in. Lengthening the whole left side of the sacrum, low back. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhalation, straighten the left leg towards the sky. Now left leg is active, yeah? So curl toes to shin, which means draw your toes towards your shin and spread them like crazy. This will energize the leg and engage it. Ensuring that you're not lifting a dead weight. Bend your left knee, half up maybe onto the left side. If you can, hold your outer left foot with your left hand, drawing the left knee towards the left armpit. Right leg can be bent for now, for less intensity. You'll also notice that with the right leg bent, you get a stretch in a different area of the thigh, the glute, the groin. Straighten your right leg and hand your left foot to your right hand. Now try and say that quickly, you guys. So hand your left foot to your right hand, roll onto the right hip and twist to the right, holding now the outer left foot with the right hand. Come back to center. You're still holding your outer left foot with the right hand. Hand your left foot to your left hand and straighten your left leg out to the left to your own degree. And one more time, bringing the left knee into the chest, bend it, hand it to the right hand, twist to the right, straightening your left leg or not, and come back to center. Hand your left foot to your left hand for the very last time. Reach and extend the left leg out to the left. So we're stretching really all of the hip flexor muscles. So this isn't just for fun. There is actually logic behind this sequence. Bring the left knee back to center, hug it in. Right knee comes to meet it. If there is something else that your body needs, do it now. Otherwise, straighten the legs. And come into Savasana. And we have a very spacious 6 minutes, you guys, which is great. Because here's the thing. The more dynamic the practice, the more spacious and restful the Shavasana has to be. So don't even think about skipping it. Build your nest for final rest. I have actually created this rhyme. Also a bit of a poet as well, by the look of things, lately. So I literally built my nest for Shavasana, for final rest. So blankets, pillows, eye pillows, because we're going to stay here for a good 4 to 5 minutes, allowing for full integration of this fast-moving practice. And when the time is right, I will gently invite you to resurface. But until then, you've got nothing to worry about. Your only job here is to rest and feel. Whilst you continue to rest in Shavasana for a little bit longer, I'd love for you to take a mudra, a hand gesture from the position you're in. Connect the tip of the thumb with the tip of the index, middle, and ring finger. So thumb with index, middle, and ring finger. Extend the little finger out. Do this with both hands and turn the palms up. And this is Hansi Mudra. The word Hansi means inner smile. So before you start moving to get up and jump into your day, I'd love for you to allow the corners of the mouth to turn upward so that you have a hint of a smile. Hansi Mudra, the gesture of the inner smile, the gesture of joy, which is what these classes aim at. Cultivating fun, cultivating joy, cultivating those things that make us feel alive, that make us feel good. That's the intention behind these classes. And this hand gesture that you're holding, Hansi Mudra, is beautiful as it directs your energy and awareness to the thymus gland, which is responsible for immunity. And we know that when we feel good, it's easier to, when our health is in good shape, it's easier to feel good. So if you're not already up, bend your legs and roll onto one side. We're just 1 minute late now. And come into a seated position as we close this practice together with one sound of Om. We take 2 cleansing breaths. I'm aware that I have talked a lot today, so I really don't want to overwhelm you with more words. Hands in a prayer in front of the heart. We take 2 cleansing breaths, which is 1 inhalation through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. We do that twice, and the third time we inhale to Om. Here we go. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. That's the cleansing breath. And do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, clear it up. And now we inhale to Om. Inhale. And there's something really magical about this one syllable word. It always brings a smile to my face. So keep this smile, you guys, into the rest of the day, rest of the weekend, rest of the year, rest of your life. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for playing. Bow the head to the heart. Namaste. Namaste, you guys. I'll see you soon.